As the husband and wife were walking, they asked a young man, "Brother, is there any work available here, and maybe a place to stay?" The young man asked, "Where are you from? Do you know anyone here?" The man replied, "We came from our village. We don't know anyone here. That's why we're asking. Is there any work we can do?" The young man said, "If you don't know anyone, then how did you come to this city? Where will you stay?" The man said, "We've been staying at the temple for the last 2 days. Wherever we found space, we stayed." The young man said, "You came 2 days ago?" The man replied, "It's been 4 days in total. 2 days just passed wandering around." The young man asked, "You don't know anyone here? What work did you do in the village?" The man said, "We did farming in the village, but because of too much water, our entire crop was destroyed. Everything was ruined. Somehow we saved ourselves and came here. If we get some work, we are ready to do anything." The young man asked, "And who is she?" The man replied, "She is my wife." The wife spoke softly, "Sir, I cook very well. You will never have any complaints. Please give us some work." The man added, "Yes, sir, and I can do any small job. It will be enough for both of us to survive." The young man asked, "How much have you studied?" The man replied, "I studied till 10th grade, and she studied till 7th grade." The young man said, "You both want work, that's fine, but the real problem is accommodation. I can get you work at my uncle's factory nearby, but you won't get any place to stay there." The man said, "Sir, we can sleep on the floor. We just need some work. We don't even have food to eat." The young man said, "Brother, the factory locks in the evening. You can't stay there. You'll get a salary, but for living, you'll have to manage yourself. Where will you stay? You don't know anyone, and you are with your wife. You can't stay just anywhere." The man asked, "How much salary will we get there?" The young man said, "You'll get around 15,000. The man replied, "That's fine. We'll rent a small room somewhere for 3,000 at least." The young man said, "Everything is expensive. If you had someone you knew here, you could stay with them. Rent, electricity bill, groceries. How will you manage with so little?" The man said, "Sir, we can stay in the park. You said it's nearby. We will work and sleep right there." The young man said, "How will you stay in the park? What if it rains? Winter is coming. How will you survive? Do you know driving?" The man replied, "Yes, I drive very well." The young man said, "My driver went home. Do one thing. You can drive my car. I will give you 15,000 myself, and you both can stay with us at our house. We don't know how to cook. Your wife can cook for us. We will give her 12,000. You will have no problem with accommodation. You both can stay in the room downstairs. Food won't be a problem either." The wife said, "He is right. Please agree. It will help us too." The man replied, "Yes, sir, you are right. We need work, and you're giving both of us a good job. Will you definitely keep us?" The young man said, "Yes, we will keep you. The only problem is, in the factory there are many men, and it's not a safe environment for your wife. That's why I think it's better if you work with us and stay with us. Just work honestly." The man said, "Sir, we will be honest. We have learned honesty. You will never have a reason to complain." Did the young man do the right thing by showing humanity? If yes, then like and subscribe.